Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here. We're back once again for another Let's Play at Castlevania Symphony of the Night. If you did miss out during the last video, well, we did go and continue a little bit more throughout the said reverse castle. Didn't really come across with any other type of body parts of Vlad, except that at the very beginning when we did go arrive over here to the reverse castle, we did go and battle out with a said boss that did have the ring of Vlad. But here in this video for today, we are going to be continuing a little bit more throughout the said reverse castle to find where the said underground cavern is, and that is where we're going to be finding the other said body part of Vlad, known as the Eye of Vlad. And this said boss is going to be someone that we haven't really got to see for quite some time, not since all the way back at the very beginning of Dracula's castle. And this type of said boss is going to have to be with death. Yes, the same type of death that we did go and originally met up at the very beginning of the entrance, and was able to steal all of the different said items that Alucard actually had. Now, we retrieved out most of our said original gear, but we still haven't really come across with the Alucard sword yet, which I'm pretty certain, I think after once we're all said and done with the whole battle with death, we can actually continue throughout the said reverse catacombs, and the Alucard sword should be around within that way. But we'll have to see what happens all about with that for the next video, though, because all that we're going to be doing is just battling up with death, and that's basically about it. But also as well, too, while trying to reach to the underground cavern, trying to find some extra goodies as well. Now, if you guys just went and saw like a few minutes ago, we just went and picked up with a second talisman. So, technically, if you haven't really went out of your way to battle out with a whole bunch of bone muskets, and you don't want to have to go through that type of said drop type of rate, because I know it's very hard to go and try to get one of those, you can just find it right here in the reverse castle, and you should be able to just go and grab it instantly. Now, I know that we're going to go and also try to pick up with a second Ring of Arcana, but we kind of have to wait until we start finding where the said, I guess, the reverse Royal Chapel is going to somewhat be. I think that's where the boss is. I think that said boss is going to be known as Beelzebub. And that said boss can be a little bit annoying, but thank goodness that we haven't really met that said boss just yet, because I know that for right now we have to go worry about a two-phase type of boss fight with death that's going to happen, which we'll get a little bit more into that soon. But yeah, so here we are. Welcome to the underground cavern. So this whole place is going to be completely upside down, but you should at least somewhat kind of memorize exactly where we need to go. Now, there is going to be some very annoying enemies that will be showing up here, such as these type of like said troll enemies, but they're more over to, I want to say, the right hand side, which we're not going to really go and worry about. But if you haven't really went out of your way to pick up with the Alucard shield, there is a second one that is here, and that is where that type of troll enemies are, but they are really annoying to get through, because if you don't have a set type of water relic that actually somewhat kind of helps you out without having to get yourself injured, you should at least be somewhat okay around within there. But I know that for me, I don't really have something like that, so I'm not going to try to go out of my way to pick up with that second shield. But here are some new enemies. These are the Gabons. These guys are really annoying. They're like more annoying than those said Clock Knights that we've seen before. They're more annoying than what those Valkyrie guys are. They'll literally spit fire all over the place and just cause so much amount of havoc. But after a little bit of time making it all the way over here, this is the same type of entrance that we somewhat kind of made it to the catacombs originally before, where we went and battled out with the Cerberus guy. But, however, before we actually go and battle out with death, we're going to be picking up on a whole bunch of type of hearts here. And yes, I went and grinded up with a whole bunch of hearts because, if you guys don't know, we have the sub weapon for the said clock. And this sub weapon for the clock is going to be very handy for what we're going to have to go and do to battle out with death here. So, with all that being said in mind, let the battle finally commence, and let's see how this is going to work. So what we're going to have is actually going to have our luminous sword out here. It's a one-handed sword. It should make things a little bit simple within our time here. And as you guys go and see, having this sub-clock weapon is actually really nice, because it actually makes most of these type of said, I guess, whatever those type of, like, axe type of weapons that are there are going to be moving very much slow. Same with his type of, like, I guess, energy pulse orbs that are going to be showcasing up. Now, the only one problem that we're going to have a little bit of some issue here is with this type of phase, where he just needs to like keep on setting up with some of his blades, because I believe that type of sub-clock weapon does not really work on that one. But here we go. Let's go and set up for the next part here. This should be his final type of phase right here for this one. this is going to be where he's going to be setting out like his robotic type, or I guess like his dragon robot form. So just try to at least somewhat make sure that you don't get yourself injured too much. Now, I know that has been a while since I haven't really went and fought off with death here, and I keep on forgetting that you can actually walk around underneath his tail without having to get yourself too much injured from it. Even though that I keep on literally walking into the back portion part of this guy. Yeah, this is where, unfortunately, I'm going to start kind of wasting up a little bit of my potions as we go, but not to worry, we should be able to come across with another type of level up here soon. And let's see, can we do it? Can we at least get ourselves with the win here? We're getting very much closer to the end of his HP. I have to use up another type of set potion for this. And, oh, come on, there we go. And just like that, that is another level up right there. And let's just go and finish off with this video for today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and see you guys then. And of course, peace.